of everything. Do you know what a theory of everything is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a unification of all the different laws of physics, so that with one theory you can describe everything that's happening around us. And the reason I bring that up, because we're talking about ants, Stephen Wolfram's idea. He has this he has this model of the universe. That's this what's called a hypergraph. It's this really simple system that grows with a single rule. Like it expands. It starts from just a couple of points that are connected with a line, and then it grows with a single simple rule. Just like ants interact really simply, this system grows. And his theory is that it can grow to create our entire universe. Like from it, it doesn't have a concept of space or time like we perceive it, the three-dimensional space and the fourth dimension of time. But all of that emerges within the system. We chimps are 1 in 10 to the 120 part of that incredible infrastructure that grows. And he mathematically describes the way this thing grows. We don't currently have good mathematics for modeling the way such systems grow. There's something called Cellular Automata, where it's really called Game of Life. Unfortunately, John Conway, that created the Game of Life, died recently from COVID. It describes this very simple system where from simple rules you can have incredible complexity. And it's a really cool idea that our universe started from basically one ant, and then or actually 2 ants, and then their interaction creates a system that's so incredibly complex, even though the underlying rules are simple. We don't understand why the hell that happens. We humans, from the scientific perspective, we know how to describe a single system, the way an object moves. We don't have a math or even a science of describing how trillions of objects move when they interact simply with each other. We don't know how to do that, but that's what seems to happen. When you look at, we know how to, psychology can describe the behavior of a single human. What we don't have a science of is to describe what happens when 1 billion humans interact. I don't know if that kind of makes sense, but it's called a complexity, a study of complexity.
What is this, Jamie?
This is hypergraph.
Yeah.
He started explanations of all this sort of stuff.
So if you look at any of those, if you zoom in on any of those graphs, when the previous page, the previous one was really good. So if you zoom in on any of those, below you see all these beautiful little graphy things. Below it there is 2 boxes, and that describes a rule of if you see a pattern on the left, expand it to the pattern on the right, and the entirety. So his hypothesis is one of these rules created the universe, where this little rule of if you see a pattern on the left, create a pattern on the right, it creates these incredibly rich graphs from which emerge he's modeling all of quantum mechanics, of general relativity. So theory of everything needs to unify the physics of the big, which is general relativity, special relativity, and then the physics of the really small, which is quantum mechanics. And he, within those graphs, is able to find the emergence of these theories. First, the emergence of space and time, then everything you need to describe for quantum field theory, all that kind of stuff. It's trippy.